Shields up, Paladins, and welcome to an Overwatch Hero Guide. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'll be talking to you all about Doomfist and how I like to use this particular character. Doomfist is one of the damage roll characters within Overwatch, as well as he has 250 health. Now with all this being said and done, let's go ahead and jump right on over to his abilities and his weapon. Now the first thing I'm going to talk about is his passive ability, which is called the Best Defense. Now this particular passive ability gives you plus 30 temporary shields per enemy hit with any of the 3 normal abilities, or plus 75 shields per enemy hit with the ultimate ability, maximum of 150. Now keep in mind, after 1 second the shields will start to decay at 3 shields per second. Now his weapon, which is called the hand cannon, type is a shotgun projectile, damage is 1.8 to 6 per pellet, or 19.8 to 66 per shot. Fall off range is 15 to 30 meters. Spread angle is a constant 2.15 degrees. Projectile speed is 80 meters per second. Number of pellets are 11 per shot. Rate of fire is 1 shot per 0.333 seconds. You have 4 rounds per magazine. Reload time is 0.65 seconds per shot, and you can receive headshots with this weapon. Now, unlike most weapons, the hand cannon cannot be forced to reload by using the reload key. This is, once you shoot 1 shot, then it's going to be the 0.65 seconds for that shot to basically regenerate back into the hand cannon. Now, this first ability that we're going to be talking about is the Seismic Slam. So type is an area effect, and damage is the 49 to 125 damage. Movement speed is 25 meters per second, which is a diagonal. Max range is 15 meters, which is your travel distance. Area of effect is 8 meters, and the cooldown is 6 seconds. So the damage scales with the time spent in air during the slam up to a maximum of 125. While airborne, a blue indicator will show you the ability where the ability will land. The orientation of the slam can be changed in the air. On a flat ground, the Seismic Slam horizontally prepares Doomfist 8.22 meters and deals 49 damage. Adding a jump can increase this damage to 62. His next ability that we have is called Rising Uppercut. So type is a melee and damage is 50. Movement speed is 10 meters per second. Area of effect is 5 meters. Duration is a 0.6 seconds, which is an airlock, and the cooldown is 6 seconds. So enemies knocked into the air lose air control for about 0.6 seconds. Doomfist is briefly suspended in the air after the uppercut, slowing his fall speed. And there is a 0.35 second recovery period where Doomfist cannot shoot any of his abilities after he uses Rising Uppercut. And finally, one of his other abilities that we have is called the Rocket Punch. Type is a melee. Damage is 49.625 to 100 and just for the punch itself. And this will also do another 49.25 to 150 for the wall impact. Movement speed is negative 50% while charging, 45 meters per second for the punch. Max range is 6.4 to 20 meters depending on how much you decide to charge. Casting time is 1.4 seconds to full charge, 1.4 seconds to fully charge, 2 seconds max charging time. And then finally the duration is a 0.5 second stun and cooldown is 4 seconds. So the damage, distance traveled, and knockback all scale with the charge time. It will take 0.94 seconds of charging in order to kill a 200 HP target, assuming wall impact. This translates to about a 2.7 bars of charge in your HUD. Rocket Punch stops if it hits an enemy. The Rocket Punch collides with the Shield Charge, Shield Bash, or charging with Bob or a friendly Rocket Punch. Both participants will get knocked down for 2 seconds. And then while charging, the Rocket Punch can be cancelled by pressing the primary fire button. And after being released, the Rocket Punch can still be cancelled with the jump key. This pushes Doomfist further than what he would have gone without cancelling. And then finally, his ultimate ability, which is called Meteor Strike. So type is area effect. The inner ring is 300 damage. The outer ring is 20 to 200. Fall off range is 2 to 8 meters. Movement speed is 16.5 meters per second. The area effect is inner ring is 2 meters. Outer ring is 6 meters. Overall radius is 8 meters. Casting time is 1 second, duration is 4 seconds, and the ultimate cost is 1,680 points. So Doomfist passively generates 1% ult charge for every 3.36 seconds. The ability works when used inside the interior area and will land in that area unless Doomfist moves outside. Holding right click enables the bird's eye view of the impact, which can be used to climb up platforms. The impact zone is visible to the enemy team once Doomfist is coming down. Doomfist is completely invincible during this ultimate, and Meteor Strike has 2 rings that do different damage. If an enemy is touching both rings, the inner ring will take precedence. So that's all of his abilities, his passive, his weapon, and all that fun stuff. Now, how would I actually use Doomfist, or what's kind of a strategy that you would use Doomfist in? Now, Doomfist is a close quarter combat fighter who excels in taking down enemy targets with his combos. With a signature ability being the Rocket Punch, he can secure an insta-kill on a non-tank hero by knocking them into the wall. Rising Uppercut not only deals damage, but also enables Doomfist to secure higher ground. Seismic Slam is another dual-purpose ability that both provides an additional mobility and also deals damage based on the time spent in the air. After casting Meteor Strike, Doomfist becomes invulnerable while choosing his landing location, and then drops down, dealing damage in a large area. The best defense helps him to mitigate punishment for the enemy from the enemy team, as long as he continues dealing damage. While Doomfist is a strong up close, his damage falls off to mid and to long range. Unless you can close the distance between himself and the enemy, his only option is really to use the hand cannon, which typically is better used as a finisher than a primary weapon due to its long reload time and relatively low damage. Doomfist is what I would say a very, very high risk, high reward type of hero. While his large burst of damage can be used to easily pick off high priority targets, he typically takes more damage than the other heroes due to his larger hitbox. So that would be one of the ways that I would say that that I like to use Doomfist is, he's an up close and personal, close quarters combat type of hero. But if you try to mitigate while fighting Doomfist at a medium to long range fight, then you basically have him in the bag at that particular point. Of course, unless he tries to close the gap against you, then at that particular point, then he's right up in your face, and there's not really much you can do about it at that point. But if there is a way that you can help fight against that, then that would be one of the ways that I would say that he is again a high risk, high reward type of player. So hopefully I answered a lot of questions, comments, concerns, and everything like that with Doomfist, and hopefully this video decides to help you guys. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all within the next video.